back to Little Black Book. We're going to be giving you guys a new series of videos called The Big 100. This is where we ask our audience of 100 people or more about their answers to hypothetical questions that we are going to pose to you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for the notifications of the uploads, baby. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know the drill. Mineral gang. Mineral gang. Listen, reload it, you ain't got the minerals, baby. Reload it, you ain't got the minerals, baby. Now, I can't even do that too many times because my arm be cramping, baby. You ain't got the minerals. And you're mad at your lane, baby. Today's question we're going to be dealing with is a very, very tricky one. Hey, make sure you leave a comment down below when you're ready. I want your first reaction to this question. If your partner, let's say, was in the shower, alright, and you answered the phone for your partner and their friend of the opposite sex answered the phone by saying, "Hey babe," would you feel some type of way? We asked this question to 100 people or more, and we got so many different reactions, it is unbelievable. But we want to give you some of the statistics before we jump into some of the replies and the reasons for yes or no. But before we go any further, make sure you're down below, comment your first reaction. 72.3% said that they would feel a certain type of way. Overall, for no, it was 16.9%, and the last option, which we put as other or more info, was 10.8%. So the overall riding factor we've seen here is that many people, according to this question, when they first heard it, said straight away they would feel a certain type of way. Let's break it down a little bit further. I broke it down into boys and girls and their actual initial reactions and the percentages. So let's break it down. Both male and females, percentage-wise, answered yes at 36.2%. So we know that with both sexes, they both answered the question at the same percentage where they both agreed that this will be unsuitable. Look at the men. Out of just the men in total, when you break it down, 93.8% of men, according to this question, said directly they would feel a certain type of way. Whereas the women were a little bit lower, less, or just over 57% of the women in total towards their particular questioning actually said they'd feel a certain type of way. And actually what I did, I decided to look at the particular reasons as to why people would feel a certain type of way or didn't feel a certain type of way. And that's where it became interesting. The results also show that more women also said no, they wouldn't feel a certain type of way. And when I actually asked some of the questions as to why they wouldn't feel a certain type of way, guess what the response was? The response in terms of why they wouldn't feel a certain type of way was more in alignment with the fact that they had a male friend already, and that they feel comfortable with that male friend, and sometimes they do call the person babe. And so that was the reason for as to why a lot more women were saying no. What is interesting is that men don't often call women babe. And I think when I asked a lot of men, do you call your female friend babe? They said no, they don't. So that's kind of the interesting thing there, where it flips for men and women. They said obviously if they knew the friend, then they would have less of a problem because obviously they know how the person is, that's how they operate, that's how they are, and they know their intentions. Other people kind of said as well that if this person if the person's calling, trust and believe they should already know the person anyway. And which I agree with, they probably should know their friend. Like you should know most of your partner's friends, but the truth of the matter is, when you are in a work environment, you don't know every friend your partner has, because sometimes there are work colleagues who are friends but not really friends, you know what I mean? Like they don't fall into that category, and sometimes they don't get introduced to your partner as such because they don't come into your physical world. Their person deals with that person within their work sphere, and maybe sometimes they go out for drinks or whatever with a group, but they don't interact with your family sphere. And so sometimes that friend that you said that you should know, you may never know. You might have heard a one or two snippet of the name, but you would never know them. Because at the end of the day, we don't always mix and blend every single thing in our life with our individuals who are in a relationship with us as well. And I think some of the reasons why some of the girls said yes, it's a boundary issue. The woman should know her boundary in the sense that, hey babe is going over that boundary. If you're a friend, behave like a friend, but calling my partner babe, women also showed these instinctive, territorial instincts that men also have. Another reason why the girl said is obviously that's her man and not yours. Again, I think it's women being territorial here and just trying to keep other people out of their house. And another person obviously said as well, because it is out of respect. You know, they expect the woman to respect the fact that this man is in a relationship and should not be calling the person babe. And then in dealing with you know, the boys, men were saying yes, they would feel a certain ways because a lot of friendships, quote unquote, aren't actually genuine friendships, or there is a hidden incentive or motive behind the friendship, and it's only a matter of time. There's one person, as people were saying, hey, I've always said this, but so I understood when the person said, when the people were saying these kind of things. I get it, it makes a lot of sense. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like male and female friendships are legit without there being anyone liking the other? Or do you feel like there is always one person that kind of likes the other person but nobody's saying anything? I don't know. Comment down below, let us know your thoughts down below. Like what some of the guys were saying, obviously, why is this person not patterned? Why is this person not understanding that they should know their level and know their boundary and know they can't cross it? Because the babe line is them crossing their boundary. And so some of the guys said, obviously, the guy should know already that shit that can't run. So the fact that it's gone to that stage means that the girl hasn't patterned the man and made the man aware, or made the guy aware that this is inappropriate behavior. And that's a problem not only for him, but also for the girl. That's what they said. Oh, I mean, I hear you. Another person, obviously, it's an intimate phrase and it's disrespectful. So I think what again, it depends on obviously where you come from, what you understand about the babe word, but I do understand that this word is, and it can be an intimate word, and a word that is often used for somebody in a relationship with an individual. So, you know, using it so loosely can cause some type of problems. But again, just depends on where you come from, right? Like I said, my babe is not your babe. So one of the guys always said, listen, look, you know what? My missus isn't your missus. You should have your own missus you can call babe. Don't call mine. You understand? Because that is again. And I think this is, I will end on this point as well, which is, why do we feel a certain type of way? And I think that most of us may feel a certain type of way because, again, it's our territory and we feel like something may potentially slip. There's a fear there that something may get broken. It's a bit like your little kid kind of playing close to your favorite china. You know, you don't want to be too close because you're scared that they would maybe climb it or play with it and break it, right? And so it's the exact same way that we think as adults as we grow up. We think to ourselves, we've got to protect what we love, and when we fear, we protect it even more tighter, sometimes too much. And so what we do is, to protect ourselves, we put boundaries in place and parameters to make sure that we don't get ourselves hurt and the other person knows where to stop. And so, but I do definitely agree with the voice note in the sense of the fact that, you know, you do have to ask yourself, why do you feel a certain way? And on that note, guys, we're going to end it there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for the notification of their uploads, baby. And for those of you who are returnees, the Mineral Gang, you already know what to do. Grab your tea and your merchandise. Hey, guys, it's been beautiful. Make sure you enjoy Valentine's. Valentine's is coming. Where's your boyfriend? Hey!